We're here in Ambler Borough today. Ambler is one of those walkable towns that I like so much, and a lot of people really, really love. People just like yourself. And if you're thinking about moving to a place where you can really walk that's in the suburbs of Philadelphia, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I want to help you make a smooth move to the suburbs of Philadelphia. My name's Neil, and we're going to take a more in-depth look here at Ambler Borough. Don't forget, if there's something you want to see, if something that you're interested in, let me know. Put something in the comments down there, and we'll see if we can't all learn something together. Here we are at the Ambler train station. It's on the Lansdale-Doylestown line, so you can go to Lansdale and Doylestown. That way it's Philadelphia. This was originally Reading Railroad. The railroad is important in that it's what created this town to really grow up. There's all farms like all these other suburban areas, and those buildings over there belong to the asbestos company, and the railroad allowed them to bring in the asbestos from Canada. And this literally was called the asbestos capital of the world, which 150 years ago, maybe that was a good thing, but we all know about asbestos today. And then you go, whoa, baby. And there's huge reclamation project back over there because they literally would just dump the asbestos on the ground. I've talked to people, they say they called it the White Hills, and they used to play in there in the asbestos piles. So they brought the railroad up here in 1855, and in 1856 there was just one track, and they had 2 miles down that way they had this huge train wreck. You can search it out, it's really pretty interesting. St. Michael's Catholic Church from Kensington had rented a picnic special to bring a trainload of kids out here for a holiday in July, and there was a head-on collision 2 miles down here and some cut where the kid couldn't see what was going on, and 100 kids were killed, the priest, everybody in the first 3 cars. It was a major disaster. And the Mary Ambler, at this time this was called Wissahickon, went down there. They said you could hear the explosion for 5 miles around when the boilers blew up, the 2 engines. They saved as many people as they can. She was the hero of the day, and in 1868 she died, and they renamed the town after her, and that's how it came to be. So women's solidarity, that was a good thing. Let's go over and see what's going on at the farmer's market. The farmer's market is every Saturday all summer, so it's coming near to an end. And it is fall, there aren't very many vegetables around. Let's see what people have here. Have some fun. Dog treats, some veggies, and some big goods. Good morning. Big goods. Let's head back up the street. As you can see, Butler Avenue here is decorated for Christmas, for the holidays. A lot of fun. Train store. Look at that. Peace on Earth. What a unique idea. Boutiques, KC's, had lunch in there. They call it Ambler's First Tavern, good place to eat, have lunch. Bridget's, a well-known steakhouse. Tap room in an old bank. A lot of old banks have been converted. More boutique, insurance, accountant, get your taxes done, distillery, stockbroker, more studios, medical supplies, sushi, an office building, Gypsy Blue, sign over there says live music tonight. There's plenty of stuff going on here in this little town happening. Indian restaurant. Oh, look at this. The old mosaic work in the floor. It's an old school storefront. Really cool. Taqueria. Some Eagles fans over there. There's a winery. There's an electric supply. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell my wife that she's been looking for a lamp, a chandelier for the dining table. Looks like they might have some choices here. Oh, that's good. More lamps. Okay, have to get my credit card ready. Act 2 Playhouse. Legitimate theater. Looks like fun. Couple restaurants. A comedy club. There's an architect. You want to put an addition on your house. So, Ambler is a walkable town. WalkingScore.com says that Ambler's in the 90s. Another walking paradise. You do not need a car to do your daily errands in this town. They have everything you need within walking distance. This town's smaller than Wissahickon. It's only 0.8 of a square mile. Another great school district, Wissahickon School District, made up of Lower Gwynedd, Ambler, and Whitpain townships. There's about 5,000 kids in the school district. I think there's 6 schools, 4 elementary schools, a middle school, and the Wissahickon High School. Niche.com rates it in the top 10 in Pennsylvania. More restaurants. The Ambler Theater. Get a better look at that. The Ambler Theater was a Warner Brothers theater. It was built in 1926. They preserved it. There's a lot of preservation, community-minded things that have happened in Ambler over the years. One is this. The other is the Wissahickon Trails. We'll stop over there, their headquarters. I believe it's closed today, but we can see what they're doing. They're pretty cool old buildings. And they hold events, they have movies, all that kind of stuff there. Think about it. If you lived in this borough, there's a lot of offices around. You could literally ride your skateboard over here to work. It would be great. This is my kind of town. Another unique sentiment. State liquor stores. I think this is the state liquor store. You just have to go in from the other side. Here's the Ambler Savings Bank. Take a look at that edifice. That's old school. Hometown bank. Think about that. It's a great little burg. The Ambler Savings Bank, founded in 1874. So I've been here a while. Okay, we're kind of at the end of the commercial district of Ambler. There's one thing over here I want to point out, which is the Weaver's Way Co-op. Co-op's from Mount Airy. They have a branch in Chestnut Hill. And it's a kind of place where a lot of artisanal food, good stuff. So if you're into eating clean, something you might want to check out. And just, as you can see, it's a serious operation. This is the headquarters for the Wissahickon Trails. I had mentioned when we were walking on Butler Avenue that there's a lot of community involvement in Ambler. They've done a lot of things towards historic preservation over the years, and this is one of them. This started back in maybe the 1940s. It was concerns about flooding. This barn was designed by Horace Trumbauer. This is just part of a huge estate. I have some friends who actually own a house a couple up. It was actually the powerhouse for the estate. The grandfather who bought the house back in the 1940s was an engineer, and he thought that was it's a little bit of a strange place to live, but it's actually pretty cool. Birds flying overhead, beautiful barn. This is open during the week. Today's Saturday. Here's the Wissahickon Creek. We actually had a little bit of rain the last couple of days, which is really a good thing. Let's take a look. There are trout in here. I've seen them, little brook trout. Wissahickon Creek flows down to the Schuylkill. This area was called Four Mills. Water power was what it was all about back in the colonial times. So, they build the mills, and the Wissahickon Trails organization owns Kingfisher. They own an operating grist mill up the creek a few miles that you can visit during the week. Their trail here ties into the Green Ribbons Trail, and it's 16 miles, goes all the way down into Philadelphia. This is actually White Marsh Township right here, so you get an understanding a little bit of the layout. Conshohocken's down that way, Plymouth Township is over that way. Here's Ambler, and there's the creek. We crossed the bridge a couple times, and the railroad runs just on the other side there. Ambler's a great location, good transportation, has those 2 bus lines that you can pick up down there on Butler Avenue. You can go to the Montgomeryville Mall, you can go to the Willow Grove Mall, and again, it's a kind of town you do not need a car. As you've seen, as we've driven around, Ambler has all kinds of residential opportunities in that broadly diverse. The population pretty much reflects the population of the United States. Great school district, eminently walkable town. We saw on Butler Avenue and on the side streets all the great venues, bars, restaurants, boutiques, shops, accountants, insurance agents. You name it, it's all here for you. As you saw, there's big stone places that were built by the asbestos companies for the managers and row houses for the workers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at actually pretty unique, but it's a good indication of the way the real estate market is today also. You can see there's the sales sign. This house is listed at $325,000. It's an 884 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Obviously, it's a row house. It's just been on the market a few days. Taxes of $2,260, and you have the Wissahickon School District. What's sadly interesting is that this is the only property currently listed on the MLS in the entire borough of Ambler. This gives you a good idea of origins of the town, the industrial areas. There's certainly no heavy industry. I mean, if there's industry here, it's all brain power. That's what's going on in America today. And that's a good thing, way cleaner. So this is Ambler. If you want to live here, I'll go to work for you. We'll find you a place. There's always something that's going to come up. In the outlying areas, in the townships, Lower Gwynedd, Whitpain, we're going to find some really nice houses. You're talking in the $1 million range, though, for sure. Well, there you have it. Whew, the wind was something else today, and I wanted to get back inside where it was a little bit calmer. Ambler is another great little town here in the suburbs of Philadelphia. There's not very many choices available right now, but you know, everything changes, and if that's the kind of place that you're interested in, a place to walk, a place with great community, a place with great schools, a place with great transportation, I encourage you to give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email, and we'll see if we can't help you find the right place for you here in the Philadelphia suburbs. As always, I want to help you make a smooth move. Now again, put a comment down there. Give me some feedback. I want to help you the best I can. I want to make these videos as interesting as possible, and with your help, I can do that. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. I think next up, we're going to take a look at pros and cons of Ambler, and then we're going to go out into some of those surrounding areas, Whitpain and Lower Gwynedd, and take a look at some of the newer construction and what's available for you in that neck of the woods. Again, thanks a lot. See you soon.